An unexpected love story at the wedding. Catherine and the wedding guest. Catherine sat in the dimly lit room, twirling the edge of her satin dress. It was a stunning emerald green, a hue that she loved, but it was the same dress she wore to every wedding. Her friend Jamie, the groom's colleague, had insisted she come along as his plus one, but Catherine had no intention of dressing to impress anyone but herself. "I don't know why you insist on wearing the same dress," Jamie muttered, eyeing her with a hint of annoyance. "It's not like we're going to a fashion show." "Accept it or stay home," Catherine snapped back. "I'm not changing just to please anyone." Her friends often labeled her a ballbuster for her unapologetic attitude, but she wore the title with pride. At 33, she was single, content with her job, and indifferent to societal expectations. Relationships were fleeting, and her current approach to dating involved spontaneous adventures with strangers or exploring unconventional experiences. As the ceremony approached, Catherine found herself alone in a grand, yet empty waiting area. She wasn't thrilled about being a solitary presence at the event, but was determined to make the best of it. When a friendly face appeared in the doorway, Catherine was caught off guard. "Hi there. I'm Emma," said the woman in a pastel bridesmaid gown. Her smile was warm, and her curly auburn hair was pinned up with delicate pearls. "You must be Jamie's plus one. We're just getting ready for the big day. Why don't you join us?" Taken aback by the invitation, Catherine hesitated but then nodded. "Sure, why not? I'm Catherine." Emma introduced her to the other bridesmaids: Sophie, Claire, Hannah, and Lily. They were all engaged in pre-wedding preparations, and Catherine found herself surprisingly welcomed into their circle. The atmosphere was filled with excitement and anticipation, and the women were eager to know more about Jamie's date. "You must have quite the story being Jamie's plus one," Claire said with a teasing smile. Catherine chuckled. "Well, I'm actually here because Jamie didn't want to come alone. And no, I don't have any romantic feelings for him." At this confession, the room fell silent momentarily. The bridesmaids exchanged glances, and Emma, breaking the tension, said, "That's cool. I thought you might be into him. It's funny because Jamie and I used to date." The revelation created an interesting dynamic, and the conversation shifted to the challenges of dating and relationships. Catherine revealed her own experiences, including her occasional role as a third in some relationships. The honesty was refreshing, and the bridesmaids appreciated her candidness. Just as Catherine was beginning to enjoy the company, the bride, Olivia, entered the room, looking every bit the picture of grace in her wedding dress. Catherine's heart skipped a beat as she recognized her. Olivia was her ex-girlfriend. The same Olivia who had once been her everything before a painful breakup had led to their separation. Olivia seemed equally surprised to see Catherine, and a brief, awkward silence followed. "Catherine, this is Olivia," Emma introduced her with a touch of hesitation. "Olivia is the bride." Catherine forced a smile and nodded. Olivia." Olivia's eyes widened in recognition.
Katarina,
"I didn't expect to see you here." Their exchange was polite but tense, and Catherine could sense Olivia's discomfort. As the ceremony began, Catherine found herself contemplating the past and the painful reasons for their split. Olivia had been clear about her feelings back then, but seeing her now getting married stirred old emotions. During the reception, Catherine tried to stay out of the spotlight. She found solace in conversation with Emma, who was refreshingly genuine and open about her own life. Emma had a daughter named Sophie and worked as a community organizer, her kindness evident in every word she spoke. As the night wore on, the wedding festivities became increasingly chaotic. Catherine, fueled by a series of strong cocktails, decided to take a turn on the dance floor. She ended up in a lively discussion with Olivia's cousin, Sarah, who shared Catherine's love for adventure and spontaneity. In a moment of reckless abandon, Catherine took to the stage, grabbing the microphone. "Hello everyone," she slurred. "I'm Catherine, and I used to be with Olivia here." Surprise! The crowd reacted with shock and amusement. Olivia's face turned crimson as Catherine continued to speak candidly about their past and her frustration with societal judgments. Though her words were heartfelt, they also drew mixed reactions from the guests. Sarah eventually led Catherine away from the spotlight, her laughter a soothing balm for Catherine's bruised ego. "You were quite the spectacle up there," Sarah said with a grin. "But you know what? It needed to be said." As the night drew to a close, Catherine found herself outside with Emma. The cool night air was a welcome relief, and she appreciated Emma's calming presence. "Thank you for being here with me tonight," Catherine said sincerely. "It was a lot to handle, but I'm glad you were by my side." Emma's smile was tender. "You were brave, Catherine, and I'm glad I got to know you." The evening ended with a heartfelt conversation between Catherine and Emma, both finding solace in each other's company. As Catherine prepared to leave, she realized that despite the chaos of the night, she had found something unexpected: a genuine connection with someone who understood her. "I'd love to see you again, Catherine," Emma said, her eyes full of promise. "Maybe we can have a proper date sometime." Catherine smiled warmly. "I'd like that." As Catherine headed home, she felt a renewed sense of hope. The night hadn't gone as planned, but it had brought her a new chance at love and a reminder that sometimes the most unexpected moments lead to the most meaningful connections.